inside Alyssa White number 20, and yes, I now look terrible because I have my glasses on, I'm not wearing makeup. I just don't feel well enough, okay? Like, I'm gonna make a vlog about why I'm feeling bad, but that's just getting out of the way. And plus, if I look too bright, let me know, because I just got a studio light, and I don't know if it's too bright or not, so let me know. But first off, we'll get started with the first question. It's from Scribble Sam Animation, and he asks, Do I like Star Wars? If so, do I have any favorite Star Wars games? I don't like Star Wars. I just can't get into the films. I just can't. I've never been able to. Even as a child, I'd watch them and just be like, what's so great about this? And my uncle would be like, I don't know. That's why I'm showing you this. I was trying to figure out why this was great. I'm like, I don't know, Wendell. I don't know. But I've never liked them. Like, I've tried to watch them since then, and I just can't get into them. I know a lot of people are fans, and I have no problem with that. Like, I fully support you. I'm just not a fan. I like Star Trek better. 2. Have I ever watched an anime show called Super Pig or Tonde Buren? Is that how you say it? I've never seen either of those. I'm not much of an anime watcher, but I'm trying to watch more this year, so I'll check those out. 3. Do I like Michael Jackson? And if so, do I like his game Moonwalker? And I like some of Michael Jackson's songs. I'm not a huge fan, and I've never played Moonwalker, so I can't tell you if I like it or not. 4. Would I consider making myself a MAME arcade cabinet? No, because I cannot build anything. I can't even build Legos. Okay, so I can't build a cabinet at all. That'd be cool if I could, though. Since I like Disney, what do I think of these songs? I'll have to get back to you in a minute about that. Okay, so Scribble Sam Animation. I listened to the songs and they're both pretty catchy. Very different than what I would have expected, but they're pretty catchy. I'll put the links to the songs in the description box down below so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, number 6. Since I like Power Rangers, what's my opinion on the upcoming Japanese Sentai show Shuriken Sentai Ninja? It's going to premiere in Japan in February. I've never heard of that. I really only watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I haven't seen the other iterations like Turbo or the newest one that's on, and I just like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so I don't know. I'll have to check it out. And then he asks, what's my opinion on the Super Gorone desk? What is that? I gotta look this up real quick. I don't know what that is. It allows you to work lying on your back in bed. I don't lie on my back, so that wouldn't really help. But I mean, I guess that could be nifty for some people, but it kind of looks like a safety hazard. If you want to see what I'm talking about, here's a picture. Maybe it'll show up. It's not gonna show up. Maybe. I don't know. It looks kind of dangerous to me. That's hilarious, though. That is hilarious. Okay, moving on to 6060766's questions. The first question is, have I played any of the Dead or Alive games? If yes, will I be getting Dead or Alive 5 last round? I have never played any of the Dead or Alive games, not even the volleyball games. I know the reputation with those games is I haven't played. It's not that I haven't played them because of that, it's just I'm not a big fighting game fan. I mean, I like Injustice Gods Among Us and Bloody Roar, but that's about it. I'm not a huge fighting game fan, so that's why I've never played Dead or Alive. So I can't say, I'm probably not going to get Dead or Alive 5 last round, so you'll have to let me know how it is. Let's see. Next up is Miss Ragnarok. She asks, where do I see my YouTube channel going in the future? I hope it keeps growing and the Alycat family keeps growing, and I really hope to keep improving the channel because that's one of my main goals, is to keep improving. And yeah, I'm gonna mess up some, but I really hope to keep improving, keep growing, because this makes me happy. This is one of the only things that makes me happy, and I just adore it. I adore all of my Alycats. You're my friends and my family now, and I'm so glad I've met so many people that are just amazing through YouTube. I wouldn't have met Rachel Moore, I wouldn't have met Miss Violence, who is one of my bestest friends now. I wouldn't have met the Game Control Live crew. There's so many people I wouldn't have met. Like Alycats that I've met, like Lindsay Lynn, my friend Rich. Oh my gosh, I mean, I wouldn't have met so many people. It's just incredible to think about, and it's changed my life so much. So yeah, I want to keep growing in the future. Second question, do I ever plan on going full-time on YouTube, proper scheduling, etc.? I kind of already am, actually. I post a video every other day, so each video gets 48 hours of airtime, I guess you could say. So that is my schedule. I just have never announced that that's my actual schedule, but my schedule is release a video every other day, so each video gets 48 hours of airtime. And that's it. I pretty much am full-time on YouTube, actually. And 3, do I have any other video ideas that I want to do but just can't do them at the present time? Yes, there's so many, like top 5 and top 10 lists. There's like collection videos I can't do because I don't have a big enough collection. So many. But I will get them done eventually. Just have to keep growing my collections and take the time out to make lists and stuff like that. Because list videos are really hard to do. Okay, now moving on to SNES Tactics questions. He asks, which Uncharted game is my favorite and why? That is so easy. That is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. And it's just, that game was incredible. From the opening to the very end, it was just a full-packed cinematic action thrill ride, and it totally reinvigorated my love for the action-adventure genre. I was a huge Tomb Raider fan, and I couldn't really find a game that scratched that same itch. But then I played the Uncharted series, and I just fell in love. And Uncharted 2 is such a huge improvement over the first Uncharted, which was a great game, by the way. But Uncharted 2 is like in the echelon of great games to me, and it's just amazing. If you haven't played the Uncharted series, play them. Play them. Especially Uncharted 2. It's amazing. You'll fall in love with the characters, the story, the amazing graphics, everything. It's just amazing. And Nathan Drake. Oh. Okay. Second question is, who are my favorite voice mocap actors and why? I love Nolan North and Troy Baker because they're both really talented. Troy Baker is actually probably my favorite though because he can change his voice so well. I mean, he was the Joker in Batman Arkham Origins. He's Pagan Min in Far Cry 4. He is Talion in Miller Shadow of Mordor. You know, he's been so many people and it's so crazy. And like sometimes you don't even know it's him until you see the credits or you go on IMDb or something and you're like, oh my gosh, that's Troy Baker? Ah. And for females, I like Laura Bailey and Jennifer Hale. They're both really, really talented, and I recognize their voices whenever I hear them. Oh, and I also really like David Hayter, and I'm so mad that they replaced him with Kiefer Sutherland. Oh my gosh. He is Snake. David Hayter is Snake, not Kiefer Sutherland. That's just my opinion. Number 3, do I feel Nintendo's first-party games are too easy these days? He feels as though they lack a lot of challenge unlike Nintendo games of the past. It just depends on the game actually, because I've heard like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is pretty difficult. To me, like New Super Mario Bros. U is way too hard, because I'm like 5-year-olds can play this and I'm sucking so bad. And I've heard, you know, there's several games that I've heard are very challenging, but like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, it's very easy, but I still love it. Like the Phoenix Wright games, they're fairly easy. Sometimes they can get difficult. So some are easy, some are difficult, but I think most of them are actually perfect difficulty-wise, in my opinion. But I haven't been playing Nintendo games for forever, so I can't really give that judgment because I never played Nintendo games when I was little, so I don't have that experience. The only Nintendo games I played when I was little were the Pokemon games, and everyone knows that Pokemon can either be easy or difficult depending on how difficult you want to make it. So I don't have that experience, so I can't really say, yeah, they're way easier than back in the day because I never played them back in the day. But I think they're like the perfect blend of difficulty for me, if that makes sense. Last question from SNES-tastic. What would I like to see from Nintendo's next console? Well, their next console is technically the new Nintendo 3DS XL, and I'd really like to see new, great, exclusive games come out on it, because right now I'm not even buying it at launch because, you know, there's no exclusive games. But when games like Xenoblade Chronicles come out on it, and other games that have not been announced yet, that's when I'm going to be like, ooh, I need it! So yeah, I just want really good exclusive games. That's basically what I look for in a console. Let's see, gotta find some more questions because I never prepare ahead of time. because I am just weird. Okay, thefunnynerd.com asks, what game am I currently playing? I'm juggling Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Life is Strange, which I should finish today or tomorrow, whenever I play it again, and Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I usually do not tackle 3 games at once, but I'm just like, I'm trying to get through my backlog, and I can still keep track of these games, because like Captain Toad, it's just a puzzle game, it's not like very heavily story driven, and Life is Strange is a very short game, like 2 hours, and I've already played halfway through it. So really, the only game that has a story that I need to keep track of is Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, so that's why I'm doing 3 games at once right now. Okay, Miss Green Blue Eyes, she says hi, and that she's a huge fan. Hi, Miss Green Blue Eyes! She asks, what's my favorite food? That would be spaghetti, because I love Italian food, and spaghetti is just a huge comfort food for me. I've always loved it. I know that's such a cheap answer, but I'm serious. I love spaghetti with a good piece of garlic bread. Oh my gosh. Best meal ever. And she also asks, if I could travel anywhere right now, where would I go? Los Angeles. I'm missing that place so bad. Like, I was craving going to Amoeba Records one day and I couldn't go because it's in California. I'm like, no, I want to go to Amoeba Records. I want to meet all my friends that live in LA that I haven't met yet. I want to go so bad. And she said, have a lovely day. You have a lovely day too, Miss Green Blue Eyes. Let's see. Dwayne Stanley, you were such a sweetheart, Dwayne. He always tells me that I look amazing, and that's so sweet. Thank you so much. And he asked, will I be getting the Order 1886? Probably not right now, because we're having financial issues with my family and I can't really afford to get it. I'll probably get it on my birthday maybe. I really want it though. Like, it's one of the games I'm most looking forward to. It was in my top 10 anticipated games of 2015. I really want to play it, and it's going to make me so sad when people get it and they're like, oh, this is amazing. And if it's amazing, if it sucks, then I'll be like, okay, I'm glad I didn't get it. But yeah, I'm super bummed I can't get it on day 1. I'm like... Mario and Sonic 1986 asks, was I lucky enough to get the Borderlands Handsome Collection Claptrap in a Box Collector's Edition? No, I wasn't, and I couldn't even afford it even if I was lucky enough, because that was $400. I can't afford that. I can't even afford $100 for a collector's edition now, so I definitely couldn't afford it, and I wasn't lucky enough. It sold out within minutes of it being announced, so I wasn't lucky enough. If you were though, you better tell me how it is, and you better show me Claptrap and stuff, if you were lucky. He asked, which game is better, Uncharted 2 or The Last of Us? Ooh, that's hard. It's really, really hard. I can't pick. They're both amazing in their own ways, and they both have their faults, but I mean, they're both amazing. I can't pick. Like, it's a tie, seriously, between Uncharted 2 and Last of Us. Like, I can't pick. 3. Am I getting the new Final Fantasy Type 0 HD? Like, just like with the Order 1886, this is one of my most anticipated games of this year, but I can't afford to get it on launch day, and I'm super bummed, and I'm like, I love Final Fantasy, and I want it so bad. So no, I'm not getting it at launch, maybe on my birthday or something. And last question, what do I think of games on the Xbox 360, PS3, getting an upgrade or remaster to the Xbox One and PS4? It's good if you haven't played the games yet, and then you have a new gen console, then you can, or current gen console, then you can play it. But I mean, if you've already played it on the other consoles, the only real reason to even pick it up would be to experience maybe DLC you didn't buy before, or if you're like a graphics whore, which that's not a derogatory term. I'm not using it like that. But if you're like one of those people that's huge into graphics, maybe. But to me, if it's just a straight port, it's just like maybe an upgraded visual style, it's not really worth it. I just don't want to buy it again for the same price I bought it last generation and just play it on a new console, because I already know the story. I've got it in my collection. I could go back and play it on the older consoles. So there's really no point. The only way I would buy a game that came out last generation would be if I hadn't played it. or if there's a lot of DLC that I hadn't played and I love the game so much I want to play the DLC. So those were that was the last questions. If you'd like to ask me anything for Inside Alyssa White number 21, leave them in the comment box down below. I'll answer just about anything as long as it's not offensive or way too personal. I can get pretty personal, but way too personal, like that involves family and friends, then no. But other than that, ask questions, please. I'd love to answer them. And favorites so your friends and family can see. Share me as long as you do it nicely. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. And subscribe for more videos of epic geekiness and information and stuffs. That's good, right? That's a good explanation. And a reason to subscribe. Totes. Totes amazeballs. I don't even know what I'm doing. I can only odd. Peace and kisses. Bye.